Imposter syndrome. It's real. It's real. And I'm guilty of it. All right, peeps, we back at it again. Care the Dev 00. Let's go. I want to talk about it. Imposter syndrome. When I started this channel, I was in hopes right away of getting in, teaching people how to code and build some cool things. And to be honest, I don't feel like I'm ready yet. I'm a programmer. I've been developing, self-taught programmer like most of us. I've been plugging away at this thing for about 3 years, and it's been grueling. You hear a lot of us just going through the journey, and you have to put in some other factors as well, especially when you're later on in life, or should I say you've already had more life experiences like raising a family, having to take care of family members, and doing these things. And it's a lot of us out there who has these same challenges we have to do while trying to build a craft in coding. My question today for you is, as I talk about myself, is what are you coding for? The reason I want to present you with that question is because I presented myself with the same exact question. We're like, what do you want to do with code? And as a freelancer, I love being out here. You're your own boss, and you make pretty good money when it's good, but when it's rough, it's rough. But it's not even really the money for me. It's coding is so much more. It's the skills I pick up, the things that I learn, the things that I get to build or try to build, the things I get to break. All that stuff is exciting. The flame loses out, I feel, is if you're doing the wrong thing for too long. Now, what I mean by that is I'm a freelancer, but right now I'm building WordPress sites, and at the level that I'm building them at is honestly very mediocre. It doesn't require much. And as a developer, and in order to grow, you have to be in an environment, in a community with fellow devs. Like, honestly, once you are in the industry, you have freelancers who can do this thing and stuff, but I guarantee even the ones that are freelancing know somebody who's tapped in already, who's been on that dev operation side, just been on a larger team, on a team of developers, with many individuals with different backgrounds as far as programming languages and how they go about their workflow. So that's the part I miss. I have never got to experience that. So what I mean by missing it is I've never even had it, and I want to know what that feels like, and I honestly need it. Have you ever been? Think about this. Have you ever been at a point in your life where or let's just say it from a developer standpoint, because if we talk about life in general, this could be a whole other story. But as a developer, when you get to a certain point where you feel like, oh, I'm kind of peating out here, like I'm really hitting a plateau. I've learned so much, and I'm still missing something, And for me, that's what it is. It really hit me because I sat down and I really backtrack on a lot of things that I've learned in coding. And I've been watching a lot of videos trending lately on some ton of mistakes not to make, and I made every last one of these. I grabbed just about as many programming languages as I could and learned loops for all of them. I went to LinkedIn and saw requirements, and I learned all of what was required for a particular role that I wanted, because I figured if I just grab one of these and find out what's hot in my neck of the woods, just go down the list, go down the whole line and just do it, right? Not the way to do it. Cram so much at once. Hurry up and get to where you want to go, so cram and just go. I've done that. And then I've set myself back and had to relearn some things, and the list goes on and on. Where I'm getting at is it was time to sit down and build something. And this is the aggravating thing, is when you can see something being built by somebody else, you know what they use, you almost understand their process, and every tool that's available they're using, like you know of it, you've done some things with it, but when it's time to sit down and start from scratch, absolute pain. It's an absolute nightmare. And I can't think of any other way to be more dejected and just really already, again, on top of everything else that's going on in life, to be able to sit down and say, hey, I'm a developer and I build things, and then it comes to building a project, and then like your brain's mush. I'm not talking about a static page, man, like a landing page or even a static site at all, for that matter, or let's say a site that even has a few dynamics. I mean, that's I'm over all that. I've been in it long enough. I'm well past all that. We talking about stuff that's very scalable, that you can really do some big things on, like your Netflix and all these. But even on a higher level than that, I'm looking to grow, and I'm feeling a little stuck. And I gotta be honest, with freelancing, you're chasing around money and chasing around clients sometimes, and other times you're just trying to find ways to build a better funnel system, and all that time wasted. They help me put things in perspective. I enjoy freelancing, but not to the point to where I'm losing my skills, losing the things that I've learned with React, Redux, and I'm going back to Next.js and Gatsby. These are like, just, I guess you could say spin-offs, but just different facets of React, but the little fundamentals. I got to go back and read the docs, and just some of the stuff I honestly just already know. That's just how I feel. And imposter syndrome, it hits right away. It's like this thing, man. It's like this ticking time bomb, And then when it explodes, man, oof, just everything, mood swings, always aggravated, not motivated. It makes you want to smash your computer, which would be the dumbest thing you could do, because you don't have enough money to replace it, right? So, but where I'm getting at is, I want to be able to, I want to pause. I want to be able to help people with code and do some stuff, but I'm going to save it for the ones who are darn good at this, right? I'm going to get there one day. But what I want to do, though, is I want to start recording moving forward my journey, my thought process when it comes to, because I'm honestly going on a journey, a role, and this is what I choose. I know full stack. It's awesome. At least I know the fundamentals of how to build it and all that stuff. And I'm eventually going to do things like that. But my bread and butter, my enjoyment, my fulfillment is front end. So I love designing. Like I mentioned in my very first video, using Adobe XD, using Figma, love to build out, prototype things, plan things out, and then I want to be able to implement those with using React in some cases, and just really just HTML, CSS, or vanilla JavaScript if I can help it. But that's what I want to be able to bring. So I just want to just bring you guys on a journey. Just another guy here on YouTube, just not even looking for a come up. I just wanted just to be another guy on YouTube. I honestly just need a platform somewhere to honestly plant my life in coding here, so that I can see what this looks like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and the list goes on, and just see where I was right now. So that's the biggest thing I'm doing right now. And I want to be able to just have it here, so that one day it may either be you or your kid or grandkid come to a channel, see a guy, and they could literally probably be at that same point in their life as a developer, And I want to be able to help. I want this to be able to help in some shape, form, or fashion. So to sum all this up, imposter syndrome is real, but it's one of those things that just goes on in your head. Is when you just, honestly, this strikes more when you're tired, frustrated, hungry, all of the other things that naturally happens, and you have to find a way to relieve that stress, relieve all that, walk away, step out, get your mind right, come back, and then none of that matters anymore. Now it's like I'm a developer, doggone it. I know what to do. I know how to read docs. I know how to figure stuff out. So what if I forget some of this stuff? I know where to go to get the information to get the job done. Or better yet, hey, I'm freaking clueless. I'm just at the seam of my pants, and go for it, man, and just build something out. See something through, because that's where I really messed up. Because I'm not going to say I haven't really built anything. I've built a ton of just garbage. and it's just kind of just sitting up. I've even pushed a ton of garbage in GitHub. Do not go find my repo or any of my repos. But I'm saying that to say that it's time for something different. And I want to bring you guys in on it. And I'm hoping something awesome comes out of it. And honestly, I'm going to expect awesomeness out of this whole thing. And the ones who are struggling with imposter syndrome, it's real. But get over it, right? Get over it. Shake it off. It just comes and goes, really, honestly. Almost like depression. I think it's like depression, the depression state of a developer, and you got to be sensitive to that, acknowledge it, call it for what it is, check it, and get back at it, right? Because nobody's going to do this for you. Nobody can live your life. Nobody can do all the work for you. Nobody can just hook you up to a chip or chip you and you just know all the code in the world, which they probably could, but I would not partake in that. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm here with you. Drop it down in the comments below. Express how you feel. Let's take advantage of this amazing community that we have. The coding community is worldwide. Everyone's so helpful. You got other bashers and stuff, whatever. I could care less. You can't worry about that. It's because for every basher, you got somebody who will uplift you, empower you, and encourage you to push on. I'll be that one that the bashers bash, with the empowers or the ones to lift you up. I want to be that one to lift you up. All right. So again, Care the Dev 00. Let's go. Don't forget to hit that sub button down here below. Subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell there so that you can get a reminder every time I drop a video. Obviously, the thumbs up, right? This is another spin already, and we just started. Let's see how it goes, man. I'm excited. Care the Dev.